Hi there, welcome to Becoming Madame. Hi there, today we're going to talk about les brocantes, or French antique markets. A French writer once said that les brocantes, which can be found at various times of the year in most neighborhoods' central plazas, are a super success in France, in part because of the culture of post-revolutionary France. That is to say that the 19th century brought forth unprecedented equality among the classes, with the demolition of the monarchy. As a result, with the major changes throughout the 19th century, these masses of people felt entitled to the same luxuries, charms, and beauty as the former noble classes. Hence the rise of les brocantes, where the confiscated or stolen goods, once belonging to the rich, were sold to the emerging middle classes. Then came the World Wars. The impact of these catastrophic events on the French cannot be overstated. Those who were of age to remember the bombings, the occupation, and the fear also remember the rations, the lack of provisions, and the need. These people are grandparents now. They were taught through the war years to be frugal, to reuse, and to never throw anything out. And this mentality was the real impetus for the flourish of les brocantes in 20th century France. Brocante actually means second-hand market. Vide-grenier is a garage sale, and marché antiquité is a real antiques market where bargains are traded in for hard-to-find items and the prices are exorbitant. Look at this lady in her fur coat. She looks so Parisian. On the cold fall and winter mornings, the vendors of these brocantes warm themselves with a cup of wine, just as this man has done here. That's something you never see back home. There are two types of these antique markets in France. Some, those traveling ones that arrive in the town plazas several times a year, are a wide mix of real antiques: linens, jewelry, rugs, books and furniture, clothes, silver, knickknacks, as well as the items you and I would likely find at garage sales back home or in flea markets. You have to look carefully through the displays to find the real gems. Eventually, you'll come to know the vendors, trust certain ones, and go back regularly to see what they have that's new. Others you'll realize just sell junk, and you'll pass them by. The tradition in France is to bargain, but the French aren't like the Turks in their manner and style. You start by asking the vendor's price, which is usually marked on the item, but it's just a suggestion. You then say, "Pouvez-vous faire 25 euros?" For example. Can you do 25 euros? Knowing full well that you'll pay 30. The vendor will inevitably sigh, shake his head from side to side, raise his eyebrows, and stick out his chin. Then he'll tell you all about the item's inherent value. You remain silent. He'll then say, 30 euros, 30 euros. You'll say, 27. Bon alors, vous faites une bonne affaire, he'll say, ultimately conceding. He's telling you that you've made a good bargain. The trick is to know how much you're willing to pay for the item before you begin bargaining. Here I'm going through an old cardboard box full of old postcards. Some date back to the 1850s and 60s. There's a few from during the war, both wars. This one here was sent from 1911.
Souriez.
If you're looking for expensive antiques and you want a real bargain, go outside of Paris. I'll put some good addresses on my website. Small towns have these brocante too, and the deals are 100% better, maybe even 200%. Vendors are intelligent. They know Parisians and tourists will pay more. A French writer once said that the French are stupid. I'm just kidding. In most neighborhood center plazas are a super success. What are you doing? The same luxuries, charms, and beauty as the former noble classes. Hence the rise of the